talking about caring cities, but how do we go about making a city a caring one?
A caring city is it's a city that has to be accommodative of diverse cultures, diverse classes, and diverse races. It must be a city for the poor. It must be a city for women. It must be a city for the youth. It must be a city for the disabled. But most importantly, it must be a city that brings opportunities for those who are moving from rural to urban areas in a manner that makes sure that you build a non-racial society. It is dependent on accessibility to shelter, on accessibility to health facilities, on accessibility to education and safer neighborhoods. The other thing that is also quite important about a caring city, it's a city that is accessible to its constituency, a city that understands the needs of its own communities, using the IDP processes, the ward committee processes, as a means of continuously accounting and receiving feedback from its residents.
It's a great idea because I think it just brings back the focus. Because cities are made up of people.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Yes.
And it is easy to forget that somewhere along the line. But what is it going to cost us, and is this completely achievable?
It has to cost us everything that we have, because it doesn't help for us to speak more about infrastructure and not focus on issues of social justice and inequality. So what is of essence is that a caring city must be a city that deals with the fundamentals: access to water, sanitation, shelter, safety, good urban governance, better road networks and so forth. It is something that has to be done and become everybody's business, including the private sector. We must create jobs. We must make sure that we've got a skilled population. The quality of education and accessibility to education is important. Healthy lifestyles also become important. But for us to realize that you need good leadership, you need good governance and good sound systems of doing that and realizing it.
You spoke about a city being caring if it takes care of its women. What do you mean by that?
We can't have a caring city when women can't actually walk free in the streets and where they actually live. We can't talk about a caring city when women have got no access to jobs. We can't talk of a caring city if women are not in the leadership and the management of what is happening in the city, because we know that if you provide that space for women, they would actually ascertain that the beneficiation goes to families and households. Because, and it's in the nature of us women. It's not about individuals, it's about households. And that, for me, it's a strength that many of our cities, of our governments and nations have deprived ourselves of. And not because I am a woman, but I can also say, based on my own experience, women can go an extra mile. And leadership and demonstration of a caring city is about going an extra mile. And the youth becomes an important part. The youth becomes an important part, and therefore the bringing up of a boy child becomes very important. The support to a boy child, because many a times we believe that when we talk about caring for women, it must only be about women with women and the girl child. And we forget that the success of us demonstrating that we are caring for women is to change the consciousness of a boy, the upbringing of a boy, the attitude of a man, so that then they themselves can become the custodians of a caring city that accommodates its women and girls.
There are lots of really exciting initiatives and ideas, but what's the one idea that you wish you could just see happen immediately?
A simple thing is about bringing our poor closer to economic opportunities, and them not being seen to be illegal occupants in the areas where they can actually survive and thrive for themselves. We must stop this thing of saying everything that is being done by the poor is illegal, because they have actually the right also to be there. What is important is for us to plan properly for their move to areas of economic opportunities.
So you're also talking about a complete change in the mind shift.
Yes. 20 years of democracy, we have learned a lot. Some of our own experiences have taught us that things must work differently. And that's why we now have long-term planning, That's why now we are talking about Gauteng being a city region. That's why we're not talking about a metro, a provincial government and stuff. We're talking about Gauteng government in an integrated manner.
Premier, how doable is this?
It is happening. It is happening because already we've laid the foundation. We are working together with the three spheres of government. You can see with the 3 trillion investment on infrastructure by national government, it's not the 3 trillion that is located at central government only. It's located at the three spheres of government, and the implementation is happening where people live, and that is in your ward, where there is a ward councillor. And the importance, therefore, of local government cannot be overemphasized. That is already happening. Secondly, I think what we must also appreciate is that for the first time in our country, in the 20 years of our democracy, we have what we call the IDP, which is a process of consultation for every financial year. We need to use that. Everybody must use that tool. We must go towards word-based planning, and I think that's what is in the NDP now.
Premier, I'm sure that everyone's always coming to you with yet another great idea. You've heard it all, you've seen it all. Does this excite you?
It does excite me. It does excite me in the context of Gauteng with Vision 2055.
Because they come to you for the money too,
absolutely. And what we've come to realize is that many a times we use money as an excuse of not doing things, but we waste the one that we have. So we need to make sure that we redirect our resources, that they focus on the right things. Education, very important. Skills development, very important. Economic infrastructure, very important. Dealing with the suffering of an individual, the most vulnerable, such as on substance abuse, on the abuse of the most vulnerable, I'm sure we can make a difference. And keeping in touch with our people. Partnership and partnership and partnership, without us wanting to claim that we have the solutions, is very key. And this conference demonstrates that, but also our approach as Gauteng demonstrates that we have learned a lot, and the future looks brighter because the results of what we have done over the past 20 years shows that we are on the right path.
But we still have to keep moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Somebody
You were fabulous.